There's a,
especially
what should you focus on for Munis? Well, I think I'll turn it over to Brian. I think the biggest component of Munis to get down is the differences, to be able to contrast GOs and revenues. So Acolyte, I would recommend you take a sheet of paper, fold it in half. On one side, write all the terms associated with GOs. On the other, all the terms associated with revenue bonds, because they love which of the following is true of a GO, or all the following are true except that kind of thing. So that's how I would focus on Munis. Your thoughts, Brian?
That's exactly right, Dean. That's one of the best advice you could give anybody for Munis. You got to know those characteristics. 5 or 6 on GOs, 5 or 6 characteristics on revenue bonds should get you 3 or 4 or 5 questions
right on
Series 7. Also, one other warning. If you know me very well, you know that I rail on some of these textbooks that go way above and beyond where the test does. Dean and I have talked about this many, many times, especially for the Series 7. They're still written for the old legacy 250 question. And one area that they go way overboard on are the Muni underwriting sections. There is some underwriting Muni questions, 2 or 3, not 56 of them. So,
in the old days, Brian and I know that test prep vendors have legacy issues. The old 7 was 2 3-hour sessions of 125 questions. And in those days, the MSRB wouldn't recognize the 7 unless there were 55 questions on Munis.
Exactly.
That being the case, you would get asked about a lot of minutia, but none of the test prep vendors that I'm aware of have, gone through and culled their Q bank for the questions that haven't been seen in many decades, years and years. So you're going to get the one that frosts me, Brian, is like, can you calculate the mill rate on the assessed valuation? There's some very esoteric questions that nobody's seen in years.
I actually had to calculate the mill rate in 2003.
There you go.
The last time I took the Series